POG standings. It was really hard to vote for this POG, but a very clean kill secured by Pyosik here. He was able to land all the skills in order to get that kill on Cannon. And Becca had some fantastic moments on Rel as well, but Lilia was the player or maybe the champion that got all the work done in the early phase and making Jerks to get ahead of KT Roaster from the get-go. That first gank wasn't really sure, you know. Watching that gank, we weren't really sure whether he can lock down the kill, but Pyosik was able to cleanly pick it up because of the accuracy of the way he uses his skills. And in this game, Pyosik was able to out-jungle the opponent by the combat ability and the participation in the fight. It's not about scaling or farming. Keria, Pyosik, Chobi, the former DRX members are on the POG standings and unanimous POG votes secured by Pyosik in this game. I guess everyone was on the same page, but still Becca was doing a fantastic work as well, so props over to him. But now let's invite Pyosik for his solo POG interview. Congratulations on your win!
감사합니다.
Thank you.
표식 선수 앞머리 왜 넘기셨어요?
Pyosik, I liked your hair earlier, covering your one eye. Why did you change your hairstyle? In game 3, I needed both eyes open in order to win game 3. I guess Pyosik was unleashed finally in game 3. Tell us about your new hairstyle. I mean, it kind of feels good, you know, this way. So I kept it that way. That was my new look these days, but Musong was like, Pyosik, make sure to keep your both eyes open for game 3. So I changed my hairstyle. You can change back to the original style if you want for the interview. No, I'm gonna keep it this way. How are you feeling securing that win up against KT Roaster? Today, once again, another 3-game series, a very valuable experience, especially in game 2. We were so close to turning the game around, so it was a very meaningful one for us. It did hurt, you know, but still we are so proud. In game 1, I think we saw a perfection of draft and also gameplay. Because you guys were able to get Udyr very early, the opponents were forced to kind of take Rakan and Orianna away from you. Was that the plan for you guys as well? I mean, we were going kind of 50-50, but we were quite confident that we were able to close the game out because we knew that we had the draft edge. And we had some amazing moments. Doran was able to steal away your Herald with a returning boomerang. Tell us about that moment. At that point, I didn't see the boomerang coming, but we saw the announcement that Nar took the Herald, so I was like, what? I was a little bit flustered. Then let's move on to game number 2. Yeah, you guys were so close to coming back from 13k gold behind. And you mentioned that actually that was a very meaningful game for you guys. So what was your mindset heading into game number 3? Our coaching staff told us to just forget about what happened in game 2. Don't get caught up with game 2. Just focus on game number 3. So we were able to keep our mentality strong, and we are used to playing game number 3. So we were able to play well when we needed to play well. Yeah, even though you guys dropped game number 2, you guys were so close to winning a miraculous game. And do you think that kind of helped you guys kind of grow? Well, League of Legends is a game. It's really easy to take a downhill kind of momentum, you know. But seeing us coming back from behind, we kind of realized that we are really good at coming back. And we have this ability, potential to come back even from losing really hard. And we saw a message coming out from like Becca, I will not play this Blitzcrank again. Was that his opinion in game 2? Yeah, at the end of the pick and ban in game 2, like everyone on the opponent's side is so squishy. I think this is a game for a Blitzcrank maybe. So we kind of allowed him to play this, and then yeah, it was pretty much doomed. I'm also perplexed about the Mundo pick as well. Is it all in Blitzcrank for sure? But yeah, let's move on to game number 3. ㅅFAKER, you are always popping off on Udyr and also Lilia. And today, we were so curious to find out how 11.4 jungle patch will turn out. Did it change a lot?
저는 뭐 딱히
I
정글 바뀐 거에 대해 그냥
actually don't really
원래 한
think
5,000원
it changed a lot. You know, at the point, you know, at the point in the previous patch, maybe I would have 5k gold in my pocket, but now I have like 4.5. But that's not really that huge. It doesn't really hit me hard.
영향력 있는 정글러의 모습을 보여주셨죠 오늘.
그렇습니다. 정글러들 핑계가 하나 사라져.
I guess
패치 때문에 잘 못.
ㅅFAKER could still stay strong in the jungle nerf coming in 11.4.
그리고 오늘 모든 경기를
And
약간
today,
헷갈림을 저는 조금 의식하는 픽벤이
I think DRX was paying a lot of attention on Hecarim during the pick and ban. Why was that?
이제 아무래도 헤카림을 밴하면
Because with this
상대방에서
Hecarim
릴리아
ban,
압박이 들어와가지고
The opponents feel a lot of pressure about the
그래서
Lilia.
밴을 했던 것
So that was the main
것 같습니다.
reason behind the Hecarim ban.
그럼 혹시 만약에 3경기에서 이 선픽으로 상대가 릴리아를 가져갔으면
If
어떤 챔피언을 할
KT Roaster
준비가 되어
picked
있었나요?
Lilia for the first pick. Was there any card prepared on the side of DRX?
물론 릴리아보다 상성
I mean,
좋은 정글 챔프는
there are
그
some
상황에서 없긴
picks
한데
that
4대
there are
6이나
not
3대
many
7로
picks
불리해도
that wins
자신 있어 하는 뭐
Lilia
킨드레드나
in that
뭐
matchup, but I'm
리신
still
이런
confident
거를
with
생각을
Kindred
하고
and
있는
Listen.
것
So those were the picks that were available for me.
그러면 굳이 뭐라고 콕 집어서는 아니더라도 지금 전 세계
Then,
정글 메타를 사실상
I want to ask you about the jungle meta because you are the one that creates new meta, you know, with your Dr. Mundo. So is there something left in store? Any hints?
매진 없습니다 이제.
No more.
좋은 게 없더라고요 이제.
Nothing's good.
알겠습니다.
네, 다음 경기에는 리신이나 킨드레드가 나오는 모습을
Maybe
볼수
listen or
있을지
Kindred in the
기대해
upcoming
보겠습니다.
series from ㅅFAKER.
자, 다음 상대는 프레디
And your next opponent will be Freddy Brion. You guys played 3 games up against Bro as well. How are we going to prepare for the rematch?
이제 프레디 브리온도
프레디
되게
브리온
재능 있는 팀이라서
Has
끝까지,
huge potential. So
그
we will
게임에서 이제 게임 흐름 안 놓치는
try to kind of keep hold of the lead in game, and I hope we can kind of close out the game cleanly in that series. We will come back with stronger performance. And this will be the end of the interview from ㅅFAKER, and I'm gonna pass it back to our casters. Thank you.
감사합니다.
축하드립니다.
Thank you so much, Ji-sun, for the translation of both the interview and the analyst desk. ㅅFAKER, always a very cute interview. I'm glad that we had the whole conversation about his hair for about 15 minutes before we got into the actual interview. That's the best part.
That's what you want to hear. It's a little bit sadder, though, that he doesn't have any new secret champions up his sleeve, but
Not yet.
I mean, we've been watching this solo queue. He's been playing for a while now, so it's hard for him to have any more secrets left up his sleeve, but we're going to take a look at our standings and see where KT are more than DRX, really. I think it's important to remember, like you said, KT just 1 win ahead of Afrika and Nongshim. And obviously, Afrika has looked to be the stronger team of those two in recent times, even though the scoreline is the same. But still, it feels like KT may just slip out of that top 6. And if you're a KT fan, real unfortunate. DRX still 1 win away from Gen G in top 3.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, Damwon Kia as well. Well out in front of DRX, but DRX looking to solidify that 3rd place. Harmon Life Esports the only one really within touching distance right now, but if T1 do have a good run, of course we are going to see them in our next match tonight, and then they play against a flailing KT as well later in this week. So it does look like there's a chance that we see T1 at 8 and 6 at the end of this one. I think it's pretty likely as well, just based on their most recent form. That being said, we do need to find out exactly who they're going to be fielding for today's match in order to
gonna be a good
really
one.
gauge it. Exactly right. So they are going to be taking on Fred at BROㅣ. We are going to go to a short break, ladies and gentlemen. By short, I mean 30 minutes long, but that's okay. We need to go and refresh after what was a series between DRX and KT. I'm sure you guys do as well, and we'll see you afterwards for some T1 versus Fred at BROㅣ.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pog Moment. I'm Atlas, joined by the one, the only, the Valdanalyst. This is where he still lives and breathes and thrives. We have sent him home from the LCK broadcast. However, he remains in the Pog state. And here is episode 2, or I guess our second rendition of the Pog Moments. Valdez, did you find any fun ones?
There were some good ones. I felt like there were specifically 3 good ones only.
Okay.
So I was